Hi everyone. We're here at Courthouse Rock in Sedona, Arizona, and I'm just going to briefly ask Rock Nation, will you bless us please? And if you've got a word of wisdom for us, that would be wonderful. So just sit with palms facing up, ready to receive. So what I hear them saying is that they're relating powerfully to what's going on in the earth, because these rocks extend well below the surface. And they're talking about the new language that the earth is taking on energetically, a new higher language. And in fact, it's probably not very new. She might have known it at another time, but it's very intergalactic. And it's an energy language like what people call light language. It's similar to that, but it's a series of tones and a series of vibrational sound and feeling. And so these rocks, these beautiful rocks here in Sedona, are constantly in communication with the deeper aspects of the earth. And they're saying that she is really moving up in vibration. Now, some of that, just like in our lives, some of that can feel a little rough. It really can. It can feel a little cataclysmic. So yeah, earthquakes and floods and such like, and it feels absolutely terrible. I know, when you think about all the people lost in Syria and Turkey, and the flooding in Pakistan, and the flooding in California, and on and on. And yet, those who were lost, very often, they're part of a special soul group, and Rock Nation is saying they're not lost. A lot of them, their energies are still with the earth and they're working. They have passed, they have crossed that rainbow bridge. They did go into the light, thankfully. So they're fine, and they're with their loved ones, they're with their soul groups. And what they're doing is working with the earth so as to assist her in throwing off toxicity and old injury and the etheric technology used by the old power crowd, as I call them, to bring earth vibration down and to bring our life experience down to a very low level, which just isn't going to happen anymore. We're releasing that. All of us are here in this really beautiful earthly incarnation moment, not to just live another life in which we try to fix a few things and maybe we do and maybe not, and then we are further traumatized by new events, and then we go back to the higher realms, and then we come back in again and try to fix it all. And this has just gone on and on and on, and it's ending now. It's ending. So anything you and I heal in this life, fantastic. We've healed it for all time space. As long as we go to the root, as long as we go to the absolute seed, the lowest level of the trauma. And you'll hear Bonnie Saratori talking about this in her work a lot. And her work is well worth following. But I've been realizing this on a very deep personal level. I was talking to a wonderful practitioner here in Sedona, Nina Rizzo, who does visceral manipulation, and she was helping me with my back. And she commented that we will talk about an accident or a fall, or in my case, wrenching something in my lower back when I was 21, so it's presented an issue for all these years since. And she says, we think it's just that one issue, when in fact, it's many, many issues. It's many falls, it's many things that have happened over a lifetime. Well, compound that times all the hundreds of times you and I have been on the earth, as far as what goes on with us inwardly, and sometimes outwardly as well. Many, many times. Our physical issues are tied to emotional issues. Sometimes an entity moves in, has that particular physical issue, so then you or I are carrying that because they have it in their energies. And of course, those entities can be ushered into the light. Call in higher light, call in their loved ones, think of this issue, let that come up emotionally, and then just tell them gently, kindly, like you would tell anyone who was confused and lost. Time to go home, friend. It's time to step into the light and go home. Explain to them they've been dead quite a while. Tell them what year it is. And let them know, look, your loved ones are here. These beautiful angels, transition angels or emissaries or what have you, they're here. And everyone loves you. They want you to step into the light. People who avoid the light tend to get lost in between dimensions or wander the earth without a body. And that's very, very sad. So let's not think in terms of avoiding the light. If we find we have to cross over at some point, that's fine. You haven't failed. You haven't missed your ascension. You'll just achieve it on a different level in a different place. That's all. So, yeah, many, many layers. That's what we are, many layered beings. And to get to the nub of the weave, to get to the basic issue and to solve it at that level and to heal at that level can take a little bit of concentration plus the right practitioners, but those practitioners exist. And I do what I can in sessions with the collective, and many others are doing what they can. It takes more than just one session generally with anybody, because these issues are so deep-seated. So a practitioner might get down 2 or 3 levels, and then there's another 7 or 8 below that. So you've got to be patient with yourself and allow healing over time. And realize this is what you're here for this time. Yes, to assist the earth in her ascension. Yes, to assist others. But also to grow and learn and heal yourself. And there is a push amongst many of us, which I completely understand, to sort of run out and save as many people as possible because you're an empath and you can't stand to see people in pain. And I understand all about that. And the truth is, the best and most empowering thing we can do for other people is to have a beautiful example of our own lives working wonderfully. And then they look at us and they say, well, if this one can heal from all this awful stuff they've been through, then I can. Or if this one can draw that much abundance in, then why can't I? And so we're not just rescuing out of any one issue. You're saying, find your own layers of healing. You are empowered to do that now. I believe in you. And that can take some doing for an empath, that really can. But you can do it, friend. If I'm learning to do it, absolutely you can do it. I was kind of very stuck in the victim-savior paradigm for a long time because I was raised in it, but it's no good. That's not the earth we live on now. So we'll just ask for a blessing from Rock Nation and see if they have anything else they want to share. So what they're showing us are waves upon waves of higher light coming in that are permeating the entire earth. They can feel it in inner earth, all the people who live in inner earth. They can feel it there. It's shifting them to higher resonance as well. And these are beautiful waves upon waves that are highly sentient. They speak to every cell of our being, every molecule of our spirit, every bit of us. Absolutely wonderful. It's all transformation. Transfiguration for some, they're literally shifting to a whole higher being, a whole other issue, and a whole other form. And transformation for all of us. And those who can't bear that, or who feel that their work is better fulfilled in the higher realms, or in the etheric, in and around earth, they will leave. Many are leaving now for that reason, and we bless them. We thank them for their contribution. Even if they were instigators, even if they did a lot of awful stuff that just annoyed the daylights out of us, that built a fire under you and me to change things and to carry a higher vibration ourselves. That vibration then goes out from us. It comes in from the sun. These beautiful solar light waves flows through us, shifts our vibration. We in turn shift every vibration we come into. And we ask people to wake up a little bit and remember who they are on a much higher level. So I send much love and many blessings with great thanks to Rock Nation and the Rock people for how beautiful and how astounding they are, not only here in Sedona, but everywhere. Namaste.